I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we could calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
It's episode 527 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64, Josh Crawler. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you.
Johnny, how are you?
What's up?
Well, before we jump into today's show, I want to give a shout out to my very first Tier 2 member on YouTube. Part of the perks of becoming a member on YouTube is you get a shout out like this. So I am doing that shout out right now. Uh-oh, come on, the page isn't loading. Here we go. Ronan, thank you so much. I had it up and then it did one of those things where it shuts down. But Ronan, thank you so much for becoming a Tier 2 member on YouTube. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you guys become a member on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, you're going to be getting an exclusive episode each week. And for the podcast listeners, you get the episodes ad-free, so keep that in mind. Remember that this show is powered by Elgato, the microphones, the stream decks, the capture cards, the lighting, the prompter, all the good stuff from Elgato. You can find over at n64josh.com/Elgato and use coupon code N64Josh at checkout. Now, here's what I recommend. We get strategic. If you're thinking about getting to some content creation, go and take a peek at some of the things you want the most, and then hold tight until the end of this month at Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I don't know what the deals are going to be yet. I haven't heard, but as soon as I know, you will know. And so get strategic. Start figuring out what you want now, because those deals are on the way. With that, let's find out where we can follow Johnny at.
I'm Johnny Bo everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I got some really cool stuff in the works. I did an ad for Dragon Quest HD 2D Remake recently and Dinkum recently, but I got some really cool stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. So check that out.
I love that. Crawler, where can we find you?
Best spots are TikTok and Twitter. Nightcrawler724, Nightcrawlers without the E.
It's my favorite comment from Midfi Senpai. Elgato, that's a step up from the Manscaped sponsor. Nice.
Hey, but that ad read on Manscaped was pretty good.
That's true. That is.
I will their stuff is good quality. I don't understand why people are so weird about Manscaped, because it's good quality stuff.
I use my my beard trimmer every month, so yeah, and they're waterproof and stuff. So not currently a sponsor right now. I should reach out again since we're talking about it. But I do want to just real quick say what's up to Clever187, Brandon, what's going on, Evan, what's happening, Midfi Senpai, Joey Pitts, anybody else that's just hanging out, guys. We are doing this 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. On Thursdays. So come hang out if you want to join the live show. And I think what we're going to do, instead of talking about every game we've played, what has been your highlight game of the week? Johnny, I'm going to let you kick it off.
I'm going to say Pokemon. I got the shiny charm since the last show. I grinded out last weekend. I did a bunch of battles. I was getting 50 to 60 battles in a night. So it wasn't too bad. It was still a grind, but it is, I love it. And I'm really excited for the DLC. The DLC is going to be, rumored to be a roguelite, and I love roguelites. It's weird that Nintendo DLC is just roguelikes.
Yeah, it's strange. It's almost like they're using DLC like indie titles with their main titles. It's kind of it's an interesting play.
Sony did it too. They put a roguelike like mode in God of War and
Mhm.
Last of Us. So I think it's just like the trend right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that looks interesting. I think Legends ZA is my most played game this year, and it's probably
And we can actually track it now very easily.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And
it's
and embarrassingly, when you can see how long you played it on a certain day.
Oh, I haven't checked day by day, but I have checked like I. It's so funny that people we might talk about that app, but people have been like sharing their playtime, and you just shame them for like how weird it is.
Somebody had 8,000 hours in Animal Crossing.
My good friend Valdo
that
does.
might be shameworthy.
Yeah, you got to shame people. Like Valdo had more time in Suika game than he did in Breath of the Wild, so I had to shame him on that one.
Is there any? I haven't. You can like click on each one. Is there any kind of comparisons or anything, or do you just have to?
No,
Not yet.
They need to add some better tools in there.
If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, Nintendo released a store app. I talked about it in like yesterday's news show, but yeah, you can check your progress. When Johnny and I compared, I was at 41 seconds, he was at 35 when we scrolled.
Man,
but it's like,
beat me.
but I don't know how. Like, how do we know exactly how fast? Right?
Did you scroll?
Yeah. So. But it goes all the way back to Wii U and 3DS stuff, which is just crazy, but also super cool to see. So, but so Pokemon is the game. I mean, I've been loving Pokemon. Like I've been grinding my face off, so I haven't been doing a ton of gaming, but I have just been like Pokemon has. I definitely got the bug. I definitely have the bug. So I hit rank C in the story today, I think, is where I'm at right now. So finally paid off the loan, and
paid off the loan.
Yeah. Thanks for the tip, buddy. And and so yeah, but just having a really good time with it. Been hanging out with different people in the community and stuff, which has also been a lot of fun. Doing some trades, and
I do want to say there is a new season of ranked mode right now. I don't know how long it goes. Probably goes for a few weeks, but it has the Delphox Megastone. So if you're looking for the Delphox Megastone, it also has the Greninja Megastone. I think they made it easier to get. I think you only have to be like rank
Y.
It's Y.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, it's like super easy. It would be one match essentially.
And you can lose it probably. And still
no, yeah. I don't think you probably don't even have to win when you're that. And I think the patch actually made it so you don't lose points.
Correct.
In ranked, because once you got a little bit higher, like you had to get to rank K to get the Greninja Stone in the first season, and once you got near, M and L, you would lose points if you didn't place in the top 2 or top 3. So it's so they got rid of that. So it's really easy to get these stones. Also, there's a mystery gift that triggers a Mega Diancie, I think is the name. So make sure you get the mystery gift so you could trigger that side mission. That's my PSA.
Love it. PSA. There we go. Crawler, what's been your game of the week?
3D printer has been my game of the week. Been printing 3D printing stuff. Got the Pokemon logo, the Nintendo logo. That's what I've been playing. I've been playing with my new printer. But Fortnite updated the season, so if you like Simpsons, I've been playing a lot of that. I booted up Animal Crossing just after last week just to make sure it was all there. I looked at my playtime on Animal Crossing. I haven't really played it since 21. So it's been 4 years. I think I booted it up
probably
for
since the last update.
I think I booted it up for like a few seconds when they added like diving and some other stuff like a handful of years ago. Or what's the coffee shop?
Brewster's.
Oh yeah, Brewster's.
Yeah. They added that,
disappointing.
And that was like just a few minutes. Like I wasn't in there very long on the app. What I saw, but converted my island over, made sure it was on my Switch too, because that's what Josh said last week. It's a word to the wise. Be careful. Don't just go clicking A as you're logging into Animal Crossing, because it'll wipe your island. I'm sure it gives you a warning. I didn't want to click it just to see, but I'm sure it gives you a warning. But
the whole thing is a warning. It's like, if this is a kid, get your parent. And then after that, it's like, do you want to delete your island and start over, or do you want to grab the save file that's here?
Default? I don't get.
Hey, you know what would have solved all these issues? If you have multiple islands, and it was just linked to your cloud save, that would solve a lot of issues.
Yep. Especially for a single player game that doesn't really matter what you're doing online, except cloning stuff.
They're trying to prevent cloning.
But people were cloning that AC Switch.
But like, who cares?
Yeah, it's a single player game. It doesn't have any.
It's a 12-player game in January.
Yeah. But I mean,
in 45 minutes of watching Wild World Grandma fly.
I wonder if it's gonna be faster. I would assume on Switch 2 it'll at least load faster.
I'm hoping other people just come, like we talked last week. I'm hoping just people just show up and you don't have to watch a video.
I think you're gonna have to watch a video. I doubt that they updated that.
It needs a warp pipe that you can just like
in and out.
Just warp in.
The online, like the Dream ones will probably be quicker. Like I doubt that you would have to watch a little cutscene for the Dream one. I hope.
Yeah. But what days was it? Was it Sunday when the Bell Market was like usually popping? Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday's when you'd buy turnips, and then Saturday was the last day before they'd go bad.
The people that hosted islands with good prices, like their day must have been just so boring just watching. I mean, I'm sure they just turned it on. They
probably just had to load it up. Yeah.
And just turn
before it patched. I would just remember the dates that were good, and then I would just set my Switch up with the code and let people run it.
I hope
you can manipulate that and be online.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
I hope they don't have turnips in the next one. That completely ruined it. Like having the ability to just go to somebody's island and pretty much pay off all your debt in like 1 week. It kind of ruins everything.
Yeah.
It's been there from the rip. So
but it didn't have online. So the online component makes it super easy for people to just take advantage or just break the system.
So if they took it away, would the community be mad? If you tried to travel with a turnip,
yes, they will be mad. Of course they will.
If you try to travel with a turnip, it goes bad when you get there.
Yeah, I think they have to do maybe keep it, but I don't know. There has to be some safeguard against that because it does just completely break the game.
Because I remember seeing videos of people just with turnips all on the ground in their whole island, and they would go. Can you imagine how long your day would be to go?
Oh, I remember what I used to do. If I had a good day, I would take my other island and put it to Sundays, and then let people go and buy turnips on that one, and then fly to my other island. And like I made so many bells that way, like so many bells. It was crazy. Well, I mean, Jasmine fired up her island and she had like almost 1 billion bells. I was like, what?
Yeah, that ruins. I don't know. That ruins it. The whole point of that game, like once you pay off your debt, what is the point of that game? There is no point of that game.
Chores. Play
well, 1 billion bells, you get like an item, which is kind of cool that they have that little carrot dangling there. It's like a Kleenex box or something, but it's it's still there.
That's a joke, right? That's not real.
Well, they give you golden poop for collecting all the poop in Zelda.
It's true. As far as my game of the week, I'm gonna say Pokemon. I don't want to camp on this too long. I'm having a great time with it. I did fire up Animal Crossing, and I've kind of been bit by that. I was playing that while watching the Seahawks on Sunday, and building a studio for like recording in and doing shorts and stuff in. And I got one out this week from the studio, and it's slowly coming together. So, but it was really fun for me decorating with all the Mario stuff. I finally turned my basement into like a Mario recording studio.
But it's still tedious to decorate right now, right? It's going to be better here in January.
You have the mouse controls.
The only difference will be mouse controls. That new form of decorating,
the drag and grouping and all that kind of stuff. That's there. Okay.
Yeah, that was there from the last update. So, all right. Well, I see chat has kind of brought our first question. I think it's a good one. So we'll jump into it right now. Joey asks, with the Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition coming, do we think Smash Ultimate will get this same treatment? And I know we kind of talked about how this is like the deluxe edition of games, and I feel like we're a little bit torn on this as far as like immediately the posts I kept seeing on X were, oh, that means Animal Crossing's not coming out for 5 more years, or something along those lines.
That's where I went.
I think Smash is probably the ideal one to do it for. Switch 2 version, just add like 10 characters, put some new stages in there, maybe a new mode. But like Sakurai has said that he's pretty much done with Smash Brothers, right?
He says that every time.
Yeah, I know, and I'm pretty sure he like told Nintendo like, I'm gonna do Kirby Air Riders, and or I'll do another Smash if you let me do Kirby Air Riders.
It was reversed.
It's Nintendo asked him to do Kirby Air Ride, but I mean,
yeah,
you never know. It could be a little bit of marketing there.
But I on the app, it showed that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is my most played game, like out of all the games. So I mean, I'm definitely down for a Switch 2 version. I know it probably means that we won't get a new one, but I don't know what Smash Brothers does with a new version. Like Ultimate was the Ultimate, but I guess we said the same thing about Mario Kart. Like where do you go from 8 Deluxe?
Can you view that data on the website now?
No, I think it's just the app.
Is it just the app?
Yeah, and I think the app is web based, but I'm not entirely sure. So,
oh, it is, because I actually bought Hyrule Warriors through it to see if I can just buy it on the app and it will automatically download to the Switch 2, and it does. So that's pretty cool.
Mine did that too, but I had Animal Crossing open, and so it didn't do anything. It was just sitting there.
Like...
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had to close out when I got home. Which you would think, I don't know why the game can't just, because I did it before I drove home from work today, and I did it through the new app as well. And it's like, why doesn't it just, when the console's suspended, even if there's a game open, it should be able to download data and do that kind of stuff. But I don't know.
So I want to talk specifically about Smash because that's the question that was asked. But then just in general, how do we think the future is going to look for these Switch 1 games coming to Switch 2? I want to kind of dig into that. And also, like, why is Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition Welcome to Bella Bella Park or whatever? Like, what kind of a name is this? Like, it's crazy.
They want to go for the longest name imaginable.
And they also make like partners that are receiving copies of the game talk about it that way. Like with that whole, like when IGN talks about it, they have to say the entire name.
I had to do that with Kirby. I had to say the entire thing. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Star Cross World, or whatever the heck it's called.
I believe it. Yeah. So it's so crazy. But like, what can they do with Smash? What do they do? Like,
rollback netcode.
That's a huge thing. But that's the amount of people that even know what that is or care about that is like minimal, I would say, compared to the overall the Smash community as a whole, right? Like your competitive side definitely cares about that, but your casual player base doesn't even probably know what rollback is.
Sell that as a more just smoother online experience. I mean,
Well, they could do that with the Switch 2 version. They could just be like, we're putting rollback netcode in the Switch 2 version.
Okay, so I like where you're going. So it removes Switch 1. There's no crossplay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so we could kind of like predict what they might do, because I don't think Switch 2 versions are going away, because the statistic that apparently was confusing people, but it's like 84% of people that bought a Nintendo Switch 2 had a Nintendo Switch 1.
Yeah.
That means, a lot of the people that are buying the Nintendo Switch 2 might have Switch 1 versions of these games. So I really don't think Switch 2 versions are going away anytime soon. And I think Smash Brothers makes sense. It sold 36 million copies. And if you put some like cool new characters in there, like you get like a third party character that would just kind of break the internet like that, I think that would convert more people to a Switch 2.
Master Chief.
The question
That's
is
possible.
Is price, because right? I mean, it was what, $25 for 5 characters?
Well, do a $20 upgrade path, and then have a fighter pack on top of that for like $25 more.
No.
Why not? I mean, I kind of like that.
You want to
pay for
45?
2?
You want to pay $45 more to play a game that's been out for 7 years?
If they were to put, let's say, 10 new first party characters on there, and I don't even know if we could find 10 more characters, but
you can.
Super
easily. Fire Emblem is right there,
and Raru and
Yeah.
Sonya, and
Zelda.
Raru and Sonya and Minoru. I love Minoru. Minoru is my new favorite character.
Get a Mortal Kombat character in there.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat character. Third party, there's a lot to tap into.
There's a lot to tap
party.
into. Jonesy still. We need Jonesy.
So 10, and this is just pure speculation, but like if they're going to charge $20 for the Switch 2 edition, I'm thinking it has to have a minimum of 10 characters. Cryptic is saying, just new characters, evolve movesets, bring back boards and platforms, break the targets, new adventure, subspace mode. Like
you're going to upset a lot of people if you change movesets.
Well, I do think they should evolve to a certain extent, because look at everything we've seen Zelda do since that last game. Like she wouldn't even look the same.
Give her a lightsaber.
Same with Ganondorf. Like make Ganondorf not a clone. Ganondorf's like one of the worst characters, so why not?
He's a heavy Captain Falcon.
Why not just change it? Like it's not gonna. I don't think people are gonna be that upset about Ganondorf getting a new set. I mean, like all the Echo fighters or whatever they are, just give them actual moves, make them actual fighters.
Let Daisy stay Peach and make Peach like Odyssey Peach or something like that.
Peach Showtime or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so Waluigi. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nope, we don't want Waluigi. Get him out of there.
Okay.
Just as
Cow.
for the memes.
Cow has to be a fighter.
I saw
Cow.
Thwomp.
Oh, Cow
was a fighter. Somebody made Thwomp, and he just had all down Bs. That was it.
It was just Kirby Rock over and over and over again.
Over and over. So Waluigi, does Toad get in?
Captain Toad.
Captain.
So he can't
Toad
jump. Perfect.
Cool.
That's a great Smash fighter.
Because doesn't he?
They can figure something out.
But doesn't he have? They could do.
Lil Mac can't jump. Like he has a very small jump.
Yeah, but doesn't he have? What's the Toadette character in Captain Toad?
Toadette. Captain Toadette.
So make it kind of a Ice Climbers-esque, where that's how they jump or something like that. Where I don't know. Just give him a little ladder or something like that. He climbs ladders and elevators, so just instead of jumping, he just rides an elevator up, kind of like
more Kongs is a good idea, like Dixie Kong, Funky Kong, Cranky Kong. I think Cranky Kong would be funny.
Yeah.
So Toad and Toadette,
Pauline,
Waluigi, Kongs. We want 3 different Kongs on this. I think we pick one.
I don't know. I won't go 3.
I'm going to go Funky Kong. Joey's get a super chat here. Said, does DK's redesign come to Smash Ultimate? Oh, yes.
It should.
Yeah,
absolutely. So the thing is, like, I don't know how much they would have to do to like make every character look a little like better, you know, with their because
that would probably have to be a new iteration. I don't know if they could do that in a Switch 2 version.
Well,
they added Breath of the Wild Link.
But my question is, couldn't something like that be done without having to bother Sakurai? Right? Like if he focuses on moves and gameplay, but you have an outside studio that can do the
well, Bandai Namco works on that, right? They work on Smash Bros.
That's one of them, yes, for sure.
And does Monolith Soft
just do it?
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm sure they're working on a Xenoblade, I'm sure, but
and Rex. I'm sorry, not Rex. But there could be more Xenoblade characters for sure. That'd be
There could be more Pokemon too.
Cryptic says EGAD.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what his moveset would be.
Yeah. I was thinking
he
this.
He talks to you to death. I mean,
and Cryptic said it, but Silux and any of the hunters from Metroid, you know, Samus would have a redesign with her new suit. So
what's the name? What's the name of the Fire Emblem character from Engage with the red and blue hair?
No one knows, but that's getting in Smash Bros.
I mean, that would be in Smash.
So I mean,
we got 3. We got 3 houses stuff.
Just off the top of my head, like that's you know, or on top of our heads, like we've got almost 10 right there. So it would definitely be doable for them to go that route, but 10 characters is a ton of work for. You know, you're now balancing 10 characters. So it may be easier to add modes, upgrade all the models, potentially put in the rollback, and then do a fighter pass that brings, and then maybe drip feed.
Break the target would be a lot of work for, what is it 80 characters now or something like that in Smash?
I think it's 80 or 80 plus. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of break the target because those are all individualized.
Oh, to do like the way it was was that the Wii? Is that
64 had individualized break the targets, and I don't know when break the targets went away. Was it on Wii?
I think it was Wii U.
Maybe Wii U. Joey and I think Cryptic said it as well, but Subspace, right?
They could do Smash Run again because that's it's essentially what they're doing in Kirby Air Riders. With that, I forget what that game. Well,
I'm
City Trial.
I'm
City
excited
Trial.
for Kirby
City Trial.
That's this weekend, right? The
next
date I need
weekend.
No, it's this weekend and next, and then it comes out on the 20th.
Yeah. So Nintendo emailed me. My contact and she was like, hey, the global test is coming up. Here's the dates as a reminder. So it's the 8th, starting on the 8th, 12 a.m. Pacific to 6 a.m.
That's the Japanese check time frame is what that one is.
And then 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific. And then on the 9th, you have 7 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Pacific. And then the 15th is the 15th, the 6th, and the 16th at the same times, just the following weekend.
Yep.
The play this game, you guys. It literally all it's going to cost you is a little bit of time. Download it, try it. once I played it, I was like, yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah, I took
Like even thinking about it, I'm like, yo, I want to get back into this game. Like
I took the 20th off. I'm gonna play it all day.
Nice. Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
It is super fun. So I don't know everything that's going to be available.
I think it's going to be,
but I will say,
I think it's going to be City Trial like we played on the floor, and you're gonna go into the Coliseum stuff.
Yeah, because that's like 16 people.
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna do races online. I think they want to try the City Trial stuff.
That'll test the servers the hardest. But I will say this: the City Trial. I mean, and everybody that has played Kirby in the past, all I hear them talk about is they can't wait to play City Trial again. Even my contact at Nintendo, when she emailed me back, was like, I can't wait to play City Trial again. You know, like she's super stoked for it. So like anybody that I've heard that has played the original just wants City Trial. And that's great. It's super fun. The racing, also fun. Like, and I feel like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel like Kirby Air Rider has the magic that Mario Kart 8 had to be able to like get good at something relatively quick without having to like become a wizard at it. And that's something that's pretty special when it comes to racers, because you can just get better by playing and not having to like, you know, watch tutorials or sit and grind with the rewind button. Don't get me wrong. I love that stuff. That makes Mario Kart World that much more fun for me. But I think that was the secret sauce with 8 Deluxe, is you could just get better by just jumping in and playing all the time, and just, oh, I see a shortcut. Then you start using your mushroom on that cut or whatever the case may be. That's how Air Riders is going to be. It's so basic that it just nails fun without having to get super technical. So
yeah, but I derailed us. We were talking about Smash.
We were. Yep. But that's good. I wanted to at least get that plug in there for
I mean, that's essentially a Smash game anyway.
The menus, everything screams. It's just got Sakurai's fingerprints all over it, and it has that same DNA.
Midfight Senpai says Kirby's better than Mario Kart. They're not they're different. I just really believe that Air Riders has a bit more of that magic that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had. And don't get me wrong, if you play with a whole bunch of casuals in World, you can play it the same way. But the moment you start playing, like, the skill gap raises significantly. I don't know that Air Riders is going to have that same issue. I don't know that it can have, like, you could really learn the tracks, but that's all you're going to have to worry about doing. It's not like you're going to be bouncing off this tree and grinding up this wall and doing all that stuff to like take massive cuts. It's just kind of like, yeah, here's the cuts. Here's how you can take them. Maybe a bit of power up.
Is just geometry. It's cutting that corner perfect and boosting out of it. I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. And it's a blast. It's a blast. So make sure you guys try the global test, and then let us know. Like, let us know whether you're on Spotify or YouTube or wherever you leave your comments.
It's
like
2 weekends?
Yes.
2 weekends.
And then it launches 2 weeks from today.
Maybe I will take that off as well. Or
yeah,
I think I'm going to take Metroid Prime 4 day off.
I have my Veterans Day holiday that I have to use here before the end of the month, so I'm just using it then.
Right. Well, yeah, as far as Smash goes and other games, so I don't know how, like, does Nintendo use Switch 2 editions to bring DLC to more of these games? Because there are a few games that I'm like, why isn't this got an update yet? Why isn't it running better? And one of them being Princess Peach Showtime. Why isn't it?
How many copies did they sell that game?
That's my question. Did it not sell well enough? Is that why it's not getting the treatment? I
mean, I think that's a big
does
factor.
Make me wonder.
The problem is they're too all over the place. Like, we just get we're getting a $5 upgrade with Animal Crossing. We've had a $20 upgrade for Kirby. We've had. Do we know the price upgrade for Mario Wonder?
No, but it's probably gonna be 20 because Animal Crossing doesn't have content with it. That's the difference.
Well, it's getting a bit massive free update. That's
but it's not. But that's free for everybody. That's not.
I understand that, but like
the $5 is just for mouse controls and updated resolution. Like
and 4 more
and the megaphone
and 4
and the megaphone,
and 4 more people playing with you.
Yeah, I think the $20 will be ones that are actually like content because that's what Super Mario Party was. That's
the problem. The content has been lacking.
I don't know.
Like there was not a lot of content in Mario Party.
Very good.
The Mario Party content wasn't strong. The Kirby arguably could be, but like it also is a bad look for a 5-year-old game to get a $20 DLC update that's just like a remix of current levels.
I wonder how much they're selling.
Well, it's worth. I mean, the numbers came out this week, right?
I haven't looked at.
And we mentioned 84% of Switch owners bought Switch 2s, right? Or the out of all the sales, 84% owned a Switch 1.
Yes, so
that means 1.5 million people, give or take, are now playing Switch for the first time.
Yeah.
So that's
Switch for the first time of them owning it. Like
that's what I'm saying. But I mean that they're now shopping for games, right? Yeah. So that has the potential for some of these games to
and that number will grow. And I think in the financials they updated the number for Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I think it was like 300,000. That might have just been the total quarterly sales, but it did include Switch 2 edition.
Well,
sales.
I mean, they have what, another. Their goal was 15 million or 13 million units sold of Switch 2, right?
19.
Oh,
it was 15, and then they upped it to 19. Just
okay.
Now.
Well,
Just
they're halfway to their goal then already, and it's only halfway through. It's only been.
That wasn't even including Pokemon. We know Pokemon sold it.
Yeah, modified forecast 19 million. There you go. They're still hoping to sell 4 million OG Switches. They downgraded that, I guess, from 4.5. But
there are probably people out there that are still buying like Switch Lites, and it is still cheaper to get an OLED than a Switch 2.
$50.
But
they up that cost. I don't see them selling a lot of Switch 1s.
It'll depend on what they do this Black Friday, and what kind of discounts show up, because retailers may also like last year. I mean, Target was selling the OLED without Nintendo doing a sale on it for like $275 or something like that.
Yeah, and we still don't have a date. It just says spring 2026 for the Mario Wonder update.
Yeah, same as
the
flower.
It was February.
No, the flower.
February is tennis. Yeah, February 12th is tennis.
The flower for sure is 2026. There's not a date on it. But
yeah, their presentation, the verbiage on it is just very misleading on the 84% of Nintendo Switch 2 players.
I don't think it is. People just don't have good reading comprehension, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to understand that 84% of the people that bought a Switch 2 had a Switch 1. Like I don't think it's phrased. I mean, if you take it that way, that 84% of Switch players bought a Nintendo Switch 2, that would mean that there would be 100 million Nintendo Switch 2 sold. Like it's not rocket science.
So yeah, Switch 2 is over 10 million. Got Mario Kart at 9.57 million. So what do you guys think? You think You think Mario Kart starts to get some love right after Kirby drops and right after Metroid drops? Do you think
I wouldn't
there's
be
Mario Kart
surprised if
news before Christmas?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with like the Pokemon DLC being announced coming out in December, and Metroid in December. Like, I would not be surprised if they dropped content for Mario Kart like the week before Christmas to get those like last minute sales.
Yeah,
Poor Metroid not getting its day in the sun.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how Metroid does.
So influencers they were out at Nintendo today trying out the game.
Metroid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they are getting the push going.
I
That's
can't
going to be very
confirm
curated
nor
content,
deny somebody I know will be there tomorrow.
Well, there you go.
I will not know. I will not know until tomorrow at 9 a.m.
If you were there or not.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that. So yeah, I saw like a handful of news outlets today were posting that they were going hands on today. I'm assuming on the West Coast is what it was sounding like. So that's cool. There's going to be more tomorrow. That's great. I want to take a look at chat here. Cryptic says we got a new Mario Tennis coming. I would take 4v4 online for Mario Strikers as a Switch 2 edition and more courses for Mario Golf.
I want Mario Golf just to go more back into Mushroom Kingdom craziness. Hit a ball into a DK barrel and it launches it somewhere, and just more stuff that they had on World Tour.
I just want tournament mode to come back. That's all I want.
Yeah, asynchronous tournaments. Yeah. And not running and chasing after your ball.
Super Rush is fun, and I did not like when we played that just a couple weeks ago. I did not realize they added a bunch of how much content they actually added after launch. Like, now it feels like a pretty robust game.
Yeah, where the sports games, I think where the community gets, I think it's ultimately divided to a certain extent. A lot of people want single player like story experience from these sports games, and I'm like, my opinion, no. I would rather have double the amount of courses in Mario Golf than have to go through and play, unless they do like they did in the 3DS game. That was the only single player I enjoyed, where I played as my Mii could outdrive anybody. I could run around in Callaway with Callaway clubs and N64 gear, and that kind of stuff was fantastic. But I didn't even finish Super Rush because I'm just like, I feel like all they're doing is padding the length of this game by making me run to every ball. Like, it just did not, it didn't, that part did not do much for me. But I think there's they mentioned it last night on Prime's podcast. Like, he was saying, I'm on the fence about tennis because I want it to have a really good story. And I'm like, I want it to have really good mechanics. I don't
know who's playing those games for story.
Well, I can tell you who. It's probably the people that got used to them on handheld, because that's where the RPG elements came into play on all these. Golf had RPG.
Were those stories like, or that, that experience, was it that good, or are we just remembering it incorrectly?
I played it. I played through it. I moved my golfer from Game Boy Color into my N64 game, but I don't care if I ever do that again in golf. Like, it wasn't that big a deal. It's like Golf Story, right? I guess they can do it. It can be done right, but it's like the amount of effort that it takes to make it right. Are they making an RPG or are they making a tennis game? How do you do it so it doesn't feel tacked on? And then if they had done a story mode in Strikers, would everybody have liked it? Like, would that have been the content that everybody had like wanted? It's the sports games are just they're such in a weird place because
I know what I want in the sports games.
Tell us.
Ultimate
People will love
Team.
this.
Ultimate Team. Give me.
You want to open packs?
I want to open packs. Actually, so I don't know if you guys played Ultimate Team on Madden, but it's not just. I mean, you definitely open packs, but there's challenges that you do, and it kind of just gives you points to open packs. Like I would love to have. I think the 3DS golf game at least had mini games where you can unlock stuff. That's what I would like mini games where you can unlock, or missions that you can unlock, equipment.
You know, the best part about golf on the 3DS is watching Wario demolish an entire mountain of hamburgers. He just never stops eating this burger, one bite at a shoving the whole thing in, all the just one at a time.
Fun fact, I think Mario Golf on the 3DS was the first Nintendo game to actually have DLC or a season pass.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Nobody was crying about it back then.
I'd have to really go back and dig into Reddit to see what people were thinking. But Joey says, weren't we wanting a story mode for Mario Kart World? I was not. I cared more about tracks. Tracks are far more important to me than
we didn't get those either. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Great. Mario Kart World
got
has
200 tracks. I'm sorry. We got 200 tracks.
Right.
195 of them were straight lines.
It's true.
I'm surprised there's a million people that haven't bought Mario Kart World. Did they just hear enough of us complaining about it?
There's not what?
They're a million shy of 100% attach rate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they just forgot to enter their code. They threw it out in their box. They thought it was on the game.
So the real tragedy is that Super Mario Party and Mario Kart Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is still in the top 10. Wonder and Super Mario Party or Mario Party Jamboree should be in that list.
Yeah, but I think Deluxe is the New Super Mario Bros. U is the result of the Mario movie.
Yeah, because Wonder wasn't out. Was Wonder out that year? It wasn't out that year.
It came out
later in the year.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's still sold 15 million copies. It's not like it's a bad sales number.
No, not by any means. Not by any means. So, let's see. I wanted to make sure. I think we need to just touch on and chat about Hyrule Warriors to kind of wrap this thing up, because I know we kind of briefly mentioned it at the beginning, but I want to dig in a little bit more. So here we go. All right. Well, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. I'm about 2 hours in. I'm honestly shocked. I'm shocked. I just put out a video right before we went live, 3 reasons to play this game. And it is buttery smooth, which is just such a, I'm loving that when it comes to Switch games. The cutscenes, voice acting, all that stuff, showing the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom and then getting to go immediately to Zelda's perspective instead of Link's, I was like, okay, I'm here for it. And then it is far more than just this brainless button masher. They've basically given you patterns to do, and they keep upgrading as you upgrade. I'm loving the bouncing between characters when like one of them can do like some kind of super move. And so gameplay and everything, like gameplay alone is absolutely selling me. IGN didn't seem to love the story completed as much as they were hoping. So, take that or leave it. But I have high hopes for this. And I'm really excited to get to know some of these characters and just to see how some of the story unfolds, and getting to finally see what Zelda was going through, I think is super, super cool. And I love that she just hit 88 miles an hour while she was falling and then ended up back at the beginning of Hyrule, So I see Boo Mini is here. Hello. Boo Mini said, I'm planning on getting the game tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. So, Johnny, you started last night, immediately sent a Discord message that were like, yo, this game is smooth, right? I think that's what you said.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said it's gorgeous. It's very pretty. And I think the art style of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, I think kind of looks really good when it's up-resed and yet smooth. I've played about 2 hours of it as well. And I mean, I didn't see IGN's review.
I just saw Logan's tweet saying that the story fell a little bit flat for him, and going through Metacritic.
Like we know prequels are always difficult for any medium because the end, right? You know what happens.
Right. For me, it's that Rogue One moment where it ends right where New Hope begins. If they nail that part, it kind of is the big payoff.
Both of them better.
Yes. Yeah. And based on, I have my some speculation on how things are going to go down. I don't want to say anything because there's not only Tears of the Kingdom spoilers, which I still won't bring up, but I do have some high hopes with how this story is going to go. For me, if it goes the direction I'm hoping, I'm going to be like, yeah, this is what I'm all about. If it misses that mark, I'm going to be like, oh, that's a bummer. I was really hoping for that payoff. And the thing for me is that's what I felt with Age of Calamity. I was like, okay, here it comes. This is where it's all going to tie in. And then it went a completely different direction. And I was like, oh, this game's not canon. Neat. That was part of the carrot on the stick for me with that one. So it's a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah. And I didn't beat Age of Calamity. I fell off because Musu games I tend to get bored of quickly because it is a lot of hitting the same button over and over and over again. I know there's combo moves and there's like special attacks and there's constructs that you could use, but I think what's going to help push me through is just being in the Tears of the Kingdom era, like the Hyrule, because it is like the characters are cool. I like Minoru a lot. I think Minoru might be my new favorite character. She uses all her constructs, and it's just like it's a cool take on it. And playing as Zelda is always fun. And I think in Age of Calamity, she used the pad.
She used the Sheikah Slate, and it was really fun. Yeah.
So now you're using a sword essentially. So it's different gameplay for Zelda. Rauru. So you start off with Rauru as your second character, and the Minoru comes pretty close. So like once you get past the tutorial, you have 3 characters. And Minoru is my favorite right now. Zelda is my second favorite, and Rauru I think is my third favorite. I'm not a huge fan of his move set, but I don't know. It's smooth, it's gorgeous, and I just love being in Zelda. Like it just makes me want. This makes me want to go back to Tears of the Kingdom and check that out.
Yeah, I want to go see more of Minoru's lab in Tears of the Kingdom because I kind of went through that kind of quickly, but just like go explore a little bit more in the depths.
Yeah, this and I love that it kind of like, oh, Joey asked, should I finish Tears of the Kingdom? I would say at the very minimum, go and get the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Like-
I recommend do the Master Sword quest at least because
and do as many of the memories, like the what are those called on the hieroglyphs on the ground or whatever. Like, because those
That
are
is
a lot
that
of the
quest. You have to do those.
Oh, do you have to
prior
do all 13 of those? I don't remember.
The two.
Okay.
Well,
Then,
actually, you don't have to. I'm pretty sure I did it a different way.
You have to
Like,
do You have to do some.
I went to the
trigger
Deku tree first, and then triggered a mission.
I got you.
But yeah, definitely, I recommend getting the Master Sword, because if you don't, you'll be spoiled.
Correct.
And then also finish the game too. I mean, it's there's a lot there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like one of those prequels where it ties into the end of the game too. So it's probably best if you beat Tears of the Kingdom before playing it.
It could potentially just make Hyrule Warriors that much better, because you'll have no clue, but you do run the risk of having some big spoilers as well. So,
I mean, they talk about it in like the opening
immediately,
sequence.
yeah.
Like one of the things
They don't say it.
They don't say it happens, but they
they
talk
mention
about it. How it's forbidden, and it's this ancient thing that could happen. So yeah,
but yeah, I've got so much hype for this one right now. Like I'm really having a good time with it, and
this will be a fun 2 weeks until Kirby comes out.
Yo, I'm trying really hard to finish. I want to finish Pokemon, and I want to finish Hyrule Warriors.
Have you been playing Ball Pit at all?
I have not. No.
I want to roll credits on Ball
Pit. You got to
Pit,
get to a point,
so.
and Ball Pit will start playing itself. So
well, and I've also been playing more Ragebound. I want to finish that one up as well. Just making a few checkpoints before I fall asleep at night. So yeah, just trying to wrap a few things up, because I have Nate harassing me all the time if I don't. So
yeah, and I fell off of Ghost of Yotai. So I mean, I need to go back to that too. And there's
lots about non-Nintendo games.
Lots of games out here.
So much, like so much. I think yeah, I'm the articles that I'm seeing, third parties are a dream on Switch 2, and like,
well, there's Assassin's Creed coming out here in a couple weeks.
Well, and Dragon, I mean, there's so many games coming